Why did they sing folklore? Someone told me. No, the song doesn't come my head. Oh, so sleepy.
I find that sometimes if you don't embarrass people about their bad behavior, they continue.
You are a good girl. What? That was a good one. They said this. What? That was a good one. They said this thing is not good for human nature.
Studio. Mic, mics are up. Good morning, Lagos, and thank you very much for tuning in to Smooth 98.1. You're listening to Smooth Breakfast with Folu.
And with Valentine.
And it's time
and
again.
With
Breakfast with Folu.
and with Valentine.
And it's time
and
again.
With
Tega. Tega
Good
Supreme.
morning.
Good morning. Tega Supreme, that's our Twitter handle.
Yes.
You can find her there.
Tega on a jive.
And disturb her.
Yes,
about
and she
Arsenal.
disturbs us in the morning.
Lagos, join us to talk about sports. Send us a message on WhatsApp 0809 for messages only. Yes.
You can also tweet at us, use the hashtag lockerroom981, and know that we are streaming live on YouTube. So go to youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. And as you are on all these platforms, I'm going to just put out the question that I'm going to use to pick two more of our listeners to come hang with us because it is Smooth FM's birthday today and we are 9. And because we're inside the locker room, I'm going to ask you a very simple locker room related question, which is this. Other than Tega, because we've just given you her name, can you tell us 2 analysts for the locker room that we've had this year?
Wow.
It's very straightforward.
Very easy.
Other than Tega, who is right here and is just as cute and precocious as usual, who else has been a sports pundit for us this year inside the locker room? That's it. Make sure you send your answer to Twitter this time and use the hashtag lockerroom981
And make sure to include your details, please.
in our DM when we pick our winners.
Maybe. Yeah.
Unless you want all of the world to have your details.
That's a real concern, actually. Now, let's take this for a story. The one-game suspension without pay of Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green culminated hours of organizational conversations on Tuesday in which senior leadership expressed concern over the fallout from a combustible Monday night in Los Angeles that pitted all-star teammates against each other, I guess. Now, the Warriors hierarchy was unwilling to dismiss it as an ordinary NBA dust-up and ultimately decided that Green's verbiage, especially towards Durant, rose to the level of significant discipline. In a statement that was quoted to Bob Myers, when he said at a news conference before Tuesday night in Auckland, he said, "We just felt like this rose to the level of acting the way that we did. That is a decision that we have to make. I'm certainly involved in it. So is Steve. That is Steve Kerr. This was something that required the action that we decided upon."
Yes. Okay, so let me tell you where the story started from. So they were playing against the LA Clippers, and the game was tied. And Warriors had the ball. So Kevin Durant was hoping that Draymond Green will pass the ball to him, but Draymond Green wanted to take the ball to the rim. And so he was going to the rim, and then the ball got stolen from him. So Kevin Durant now goes to the bench and starts talking to Draymond Green that maybe he should have passed the ball. But of course, he probably didn't say it in a nice way. So Draymond Green, the thug, just told him exactly where he came from. Look here.
What you say, bro?
Yeah, in New Cats in town. Before you came here, this bench was winning stuff.
Take 2 seats.
So, anyway, but at first it was just heated arguments, and then some of their teammates tried to get in between, so they were talking. But after the game, when they got into the locker room, it was all out war. And Draymond Green has Kevin Durant has a lot of things you can pick on, and Draymond Green picked on every single one of them.
Wow.
So Kevin Durant walked off to the boss, sulking, and then the GM of Warriors decided that they're going to suspend Draymond Green for 1 game and without pay. But here's the thing: Draymond Green there's also a tricky situation now. There's a question of how they can keep Kevin Durant to extend his contract and stay with the Golden State Warriors. And so when your teammate is lashing out at you like that, may not make for a very friendly place and an easy decision for you to make. So I think what it is that the hierarchy thought about it, that look, we're trying to woo this guy,
Yes.
and this other guy is abusing him. We can't let that
How do you
happen.
talk to our
So,
last born like that?
exactly. There's a lot of it's a tricky situation. There's a lot of things going on off
Okay.
and outside this issue. I think ultimately Jimon Graham is like that. He would pick on you, and then the very next day he'll play with you. Hopefully this doesn't. I mean, because you collected his money now, it could escalate into something. Because when you touch a man's money, that's a different kettle of fish. So, but I think the way Draymond Green is, he may forgive and move on.
All
Okay.
right, seeing some of these comments coming in, keep them coming in. Make sure you use the hashtag LockerRoom981. That is how you're answering a question I asked. Which other two analysts other than Tega have been on the locker room this year? Okay, our next story, though, the Super Falcons' reliable defender Onome Ebi revealed that the team is in high spirits and is ready to fight their opponents to a standstill when they begin their quest for a ninth title at the Africa Women Cup of Nations starting on Saturday. A direct quote says the spirit and zeal to win again is very high, and even though we are going to be playing against tougher teams, that's what she said. The 35-year-old will be making her 6th appearance at the 11th edition of the competition.
Yes. So Nigeria's first game is on Sunday. Tough one. Preparation hasn't been the. So here's what was interesting. I mean, recently we were looking at the different friendlies that other countries were playing, and they were playing other women's national teams. Only Nigeria was playing 11 boys from somewhere or 11 sisters from somewhere. The other national teams had good friendlies and well organized preparations. So, in as much as the Super Falcons, again, you can't write them off when it comes to Africa. They are like the boss here. In as much as they have that in their locker or has the advantage, there's also the question of how well prepared are they, and the rest of Africa is really catching up. So let's see how this goes for them. I mean, the girls are talking tough, the spirit is high, they really want to do a lot, they want to try and win this. But they're up against people who had a better preparation to the tournament. So let's see how it turns out for them. I hope they come out and do something good. But if they don't, we know who to lay the blame, who's fit to lay the blame at.
Okay. Let's talk about the Super Eagles now. Standing captain Ahmed Musa and 21 other players trained at the Stephen Keshi Stadium Asaba on Tuesday evening as the Super Eagles stepped into gear for Saturday's 2019 African Cup of Nations qualifying battle against Bafana Bafana of South Africa and Johannesburg. Now, there were also midfielders Onekaro Etebo, John Ogu, Mikel Agu, and forwards Kelechi Hanacho, Moses Simon, Victor Osimhen, Henry Onyekuru, Alex Iwobi, Isaac Success, and Samuel Chukwueze. It's only France-based forward Samuel Kalu that is still expected to arrive today.
Yes.
So
Everybody else is here, and it's a tough one. They face a South African side that beat them in Uyo. So all hands should be on deck. Considering the fact also that they're missing key players, some retired, young.
Why did you say it like that? South Africa beat them.
But didn't South Africa beat them in?
I said they lost to South Africa.
Did I lie? They beat them. One very old man was the striker that scored goal. One very old guy.
Wow.
I can't. Let's not continue. But so and they're going to Johannesburg to play the second leg. It is.
It's concerning.
It's exactly, especially with the injuries that you have. Now you're using a makeshift team to go and play this game. It doesn't. You're not saying it with confidence that you're going to win the match. You're just
Bafana coach meanwhile is saying we're not afraid of them.
Bafana coach has to say that because he could be sacked if he doesn't win. So the pressure is on both ends. Yes. It now comes down to who handles the pressure better on the day. So Nigeria could go there and do the job. And if you ask me, ideally they should go there and do the job. But what it is that if they don't do the job, then we are not going to another Nations Cup. I mean, there's other opportunities.
Wow.
But if you can't beat South Africa, I don't think you should go anywhere.
Oh boy.
Just come home.
Okay, it is time for us to take a break. When we come back, I will be announcing winners. We do have two winners, and let me just say that the winners have now been decided on technicalities like spelling.
Yes.
Because while some people had the right idea, you didn't quite
Nearly there.
because you remixed some people's names. But it's okay. I keep listening to Locker Room on Smooth Breakfast with Valentine
And with Folu and
with
Tega.
Tega.
Let me
Let me show you the spelling. It's Brew that's
Brutalist takes.
okay,
Oh,
so
Remixing his name.
Biolicious. Okay, brutalistic. Brutalistic. The other man. So at first Victor Sai was going to be my winner, but I was like, this brutalistic. Let me see if anyone spells it correctly. Then this one, Franklin.
Is it a brew?
And who is Ayo? I don't know who Ayo
know
is.
who
So
Ayo
I'm
is.
just like, bro, no. And then to the
I'm
people
sure
that they don't hear words.
I'm sure they're talking
are
about
sending
Tunde
me
Nobolu.
response. Yes.
Oh
Up
wow.
on WhatsApp.
Oh, wow.
WhatsApp doesn't win it.
It does
So
not.
sorry. You were not listening. That's how people feel exam. Yeah. So, Akin, you want to win everything, but you got it right. Don't give us their name, put Twitter handle.
That's the same guy that won. the
Yes,
last
and that's why I
part,
told him
okay.
about him. He was hosting Suleiman and Ihoma's wedding.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
As I said, he wants to win it all, but he's really a
Pays
listener.
attention. Yeah.
I can disagree. You are a good listener.
He
They
said
must itemize this thing.
you know, he really got it right.
So Alare Waju is actually the first person, Victor.
Okay.
Because he got it right as well. And
Okay.
gave us Biola's son name.
I'm telling you.
Show that he meant it.
One
So yeah.
It's not a different
Yes.
Bella.
That's so cool. Brutalist.
Bro.
I blame you, Valentine. It's actually your fault.
Bro.
Like they typed
Bro,
him. I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah. So that is it. That is just it.
$120,000. So they took for Draymond Green. I don't think you forgive people when they take 120K from your money.
When you're messing with my money, that's a fight. I didn't put Anderson's fantastically. I know.
Who's Anderson?
The South African guy is it so
Oh, I saw his play.
he beats what's the thing?
Kane Nishikori.
Almost a bagel. That's what people call it. Bagel. Why is it bagel?
But
It's
0-0.
It's 0. Double bagel.
My goodness.
So, but it's,
Almost,
yeah.
But it was 6-1,
Why?
6-1. It was great. What do you mean why? Good for yes.
Why did
Kane
you call
Nishikori
it Bego?
Okay, Kane Nishikori played rubbish.
Yes, but it's okay. But
Anytime
that guy
person-
also played best. So it was now like my best day, your worst day. That's what results in that kind of
I know what
disgraceful
you mean.
beating.
Anytime people they see.
Because you could have played average and just been like,
Yeah, because he played. Kane Nishikori played bad on Monday and still won Federer.
yeah,
Okay.
Because
exactly.
Federer played worse than
Yeah.
Federer was like we both played badly.
Yes.
It's just that one person was worse than the other.
And Anderson
They
was
all
in top
played
for
badly.
years.
But Anderson played well, and then that person played
Played
bad.
badly, yeah. He used it to shine small. They'll be drinking well in his home in South Africa.
Yeah, it's like $200,000 for group stage win per match.
That's
So he has
okay.
like
Think
$406,000.
Born these children. Let them be, let's make money off of this. Children need to do stuff. My brothers and sisters, I don't know what this world is coming to.
in their lives. People tell me stories without ever saying a
Okay,
word.
this guy that's coming to town,
So I watch and I
the
listen
photographer.
because a single picture transcends a million words.
Everybody's
I
always
love
coming
ads
to
like
town.
this.
Yes.
I'm Shimon.
We're back.
I need to travel outside so I can come back to town.
Buttocks like this.
Studio.
www.buttocks.ng. Brought to you by
Budweiser. My name is Valfa. Grab a cup of coffee and chill. This is Smooth Breakfast with Folu and Valentine.
And we've got Tega joining us for sports analysis inside of the locker room.
Yes, indeed. And we have you, our fantastic listeners out there, joining us not just for sports right now, but also for our birthday, which is all of today. Now, I have been giving away invites to different listeners who've answered our very, very simple questions. So it's a case of fastest fingers first, and people who have truly been paying attention and are truly, truly fans of the station. And of course, Smooth Breakfast, because we're awesome.
And they got the answers to the letter.
Yes. So first of all, I've got to say a big shout out to everybody who has sent in responses. Victor Osai, Adeti, Franklin Amadi. However, your responses were not quite correct for small technicalities like spelling. So the two people, or the first two people to actually get this correctly, because they gave us the name of two analysts other than Tega of the locker room here on Smooth Breakfast. Olariwaju Victor, congratulations. That's at Victor Adele. You got it right. And Ake Adesoji, congratulations to you. Aki, let me just warn you now. After this win, you are banned from winning again. You cannot just come here and be winning
He's
everything.
a serial winner.
But you clearly itemize things, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
So I will be jumping into the DMs and let you know exactly how you can join us today for our celebration.
Sliding to the DMs.
Anyways, let's move back to talk concrete sports, shall we? So in tennis news, Roger Federer put himself in with a chance of progressing to the knockout stages of the ATP finals after defeating Dominic Thiem in straight sets on Tuesday night. He says, "It feels good and I'm very happy. I showed a reaction after the last match against Kei." He said, "No match is easy here and it's not something I'm used to, losing, then coming back and playing again. But it's a great challenge and I'm happy with my attitude and how I played. It was good fun. Today I was more positive, more happy on the court, and I reminded myself what a privilege it is to play here at the O2. Yeah, when you're getting older, you start remembering the privilege days again.
But I think for him on Monday, he just kept getting upset with himself because he was playing really badly. And so he said he instead of him to tell himself that, yeah, you're playing badly, but you're still in this match, he kept telling himself, how can you be playing badly? And Kei Nishikori was like, I'm playing badly, but I'm still in this set. And Kei Nishikori won. So Roger Federer has given himself a chance. But what it is that this group is so open, anybody can still make it. Now, Kevin Anderson is the one that has won 2 matches, but still his wins are not have not guaranteed him passage to the next round. Now, if Kevin beats Federer on the last game, then Kevin Anderson is definitely going through. But that doesn't mean that Federer is definitely. Again, Kei Nishikori has to now beat Dominic Thiem in straight sets and in good number of games, so they cannot be playing a lot of tie breaks, and that way he will go through. So there's a lot of permutations that has left. I mean, you still have to calculate more. If Federer wins his last match and Kei Nishikori wins his last match, it comes down to the number of games they won in it. If Federer wins his last match and Kei Nishikori loses his last match, is still open group, very competitive group. But what is important here is that everyone is.
We got to read this one from Waji. I can't Kevin Durant alone. He came to Golden State Warriors and won 2 back-to-back titles and 2 final MVPs. The time, they'll be fine.
That's what Aristo chicks do now. They follow Aristos to collect money. He has done what are you saying? Please.
Just my chest. We've got messages also coming in up on WhatsApp. Chara sends in this one saying that Governor Okowa wants to give the Super Eagles $25,000 per goal for the South Africa match. Yet, some former Warri Wolves players are being owed, as if the Eagles really need such a win. When are we going to get our priorities right here? Very interesting.
First of all, Governor Kowa doesn't want Warrior Wolves. So you're asking him to pay for something he doesn't like.
Wow. And this person who, I don't know if you're trying to answer the question I sent and trying to do it well, because he said also Folu, we need to give them full names, Twitter name and nickname too. So Tega no Jaife, Tega Supreme / Tega. If I was with Tega Tiger, but it's cool. Sherry Foluwaleke says for the Super Falcons, they should go ahead and win their 9th championship. Joe, it is their birthright. I'll be after winning 8 out of 10. Is anyone going to disagree with me? Okay, let's keep moving. All right, on to our next story.
Our next story talks about Wayne Rooney and he's urging Gareth Southgate to get what he needs from England's friendly against the USA and insists that he made no personal demands ahead of his farewell international appearance. He said, I said to Gareth, whatever he wants from me in this game, I'll try to give him. It's important. I obviously know this is the last for me. I'm not putting any pressure on and saying I should be wearing the number 10 or should be wearing the armband. I'm not making any such demands. My message to Gareth, he continues, was you get what you need out of the game from the players, and when you feel it's right to bring me on, then that's fine for me.
Well, here's what it is. So if you people have been upset that when Rooney was invited to the team, and put in the list that is supposed to play the USA, but Gareth Southgate is saying, and some other coaches are saying, look, we have to give this guy a send off. He was our captain at some point, one of our best strikers, so one of our best players. So we have to do that. And so because of that pressure, it's now beginning to look like they are favoring Wayne Rooney over the importance of the game.
Yes.
And so when Rooney is saying, I didn't ask for anything personal. I don't even want to play. But if you decide that you're going to play me, make sure you get everything you get out. I mean, check out your defense, check out your tactical know-how, check out everything else before you put me on. Don't say that you must put me on because you invited me to the game. So just trying to clear the air, so it doesn't look like they're trying to jeopardize the preparation of the English team just to satisfy Wayne Rooney. But it's important that they send their captain off well. If you ask me, I'd have said maybe not this game. Maybe sometime in the FIFA window they would have looked for one friendly to play and send him off, or send maybe Joko off too. He's also retired. But ultimately, these people, English people, they can complain too much about. They have constant power supply. I'm tired. If they didn't have constant power supply, they won't be complaining about everything.
Okay, let's move on. Real Madrid have appointed Santiago Solara as the club's permanent manager until June 2021. Real Madrid stated on their official website, the board of directors of Real Madrid today, November 13th, have agreed that the appointment of Santiago Solari as the first team until June 30th. Now, the Spanish League, that's 2021, sorry, just to let you know. So the Spanish League rules do state, however, that a caretaker manager can only be in charge for 15 days, perhaps part of the reason. And with Solari's interim spell due to end on Tuesday, Real were forced.
Yeah, they had to make a decision. I'm sure they would, if they had the opportunity, they would have just left him there for some time. But he hasn't had a great start. 4 wins out of 4. Took them from 9th on the table. Not a bad return. They're just 4 points behind Barcelona, who are the leaders. Benzema is scoring again under Solari. So he's not. I mean, he's done everything that would say you should give him the job, apart from the fact that the season does not end tomorrow. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long time, and so how good will he be till the end of the season? I'm sure they wanted to see how consistent his wins would be, but unfortunately the laws insist that they must pick a coach, and so and so they've chosen him. I'm sure Benzema will be happy. Benzema will just be all right. That he keeps his charm is here and he'll keep scoring. And Solari will be a little settled because now he knows this is his job, and then he can do what needs to be done. So let's watch and see how this relationship will turn out for both of them.
All right.
Yeah.
We've got quite a few messages that are coming in.
Damon Green, this one is from Kevin Sheriff Oluwaleke Akimbi from Lagos Island. He said Damon Green is like an unrepentant Agbero who will apologize to Kevin Durant. He's a nice guy like that. Like that incident just happened in the heat of the game. Thank you, Sheriff.
Tonya from Agodo says, good morning, everyone. While there is an overabundance of talent on the Warriors team, Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry in particular have developed to be game closers year in, year out. Draymond Green, talented, no doubt, should have passed the ball to KD. It was also the way that Draymond lost the ball at the end of the regulation that was so upsetting, says Tonya. Very interesting. And more messages are coming in.
Thank you, Fatima. We love you too.
Yes. We're getting lots of birthday love. This one is in from Charles Chidozie.
Charles Chidozie says, I think Nigerians shouldn't be afraid of calling the Bafana game what it is. It is a revenge. For a team to come to our home and beat us, that should be just one thing on our mind. Revenge. We should give back to them what they served us. That draw to the Seychelles dealt a huge blow to our expectations, so the Super Eagles should take full advantage of that. Revenge.
This revenge is doing you.
It really is very particular.
It'll be nice to go to Joburg and beat them.
It would be.
Yeah.
Just, don't leave your hotel after. Just
No,
to
we'll
the
fly
plane.
from the stadium.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, just take off.
The stadium will be, the plane will be waiting for us.
Thank you.
You're saying,
Is
just
it
think
wrong?
about strolling. It would not be a good idea to stroll around that
Just-
time. Chimabi Victor sends in this one. I sent a few messages. Say, first of all, I don't see Roger Federer winning his last match. I just want him to be out of the competition.
Last time, then he won.
Mm.
Stop praying.
And also comments on the England people saying they should just say B because Wayne Rooney has given his and he really does deserve accolades. And finally, on Real Madrid appointing Santiago Solari as their head coach is a welcome development. I just hope he will not relent at all because if he gets it wrong, he will surely be fired. That I can tell him for free.
Lagos will be back after this break. Comments are hilarious.
Standard now. Free firing. That's how people used to have it up.
Yeah.
Firing.
Real Madrid.
For you.
Real Madrid, win or lose, you can be
Dropping
fired. You're
I said, you look
fired.
at us funny. Fired. I feel like there's somebody there with
I
fire
knew they
stamp.
had a
That's always on
problem
the desk.
when they fired Fabio Capello after he won the league. They're like, see, the football was not fine. You won it, but it was not pretty football.
Fired.
Bye.
Ah,
They will fire you for any reason. I didn't like the way the sneakers look on the players' feet.
Let's keep all this laughter.
okay.
The 43 to
This is, this one.
yeah.
Who is next?
Okay, no, it's because of the gap.
Okay, this is really going to be okay.
We end at 45.
Yes.
Are we stretching into 51?
No, they won't really be. I'm pretty sure that 5 minutes something will be fine, but
Yeah.
okay. Because that song starts playing at 44.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, let's see that. Okay. This is about 6 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
But because we're still going to speak until 45,
Yeah.
so that song is
Yes,
actually going
yes,
to play
yes,
late, so
yes, yes. I think
it will actually
that's
be
right.
overtime.
True that.
I'll be hosting a photo exhibition and workshop at FedEx
Wait,
Warehouse.
also, here's the different thing about cultures. I don't like using Skype
Brought to you by
for any reason. I like using WhatsApp video call, and it works better with our internet.
Yes.
Skype shakes and it zooms in and zooms out. Trying to explain this to somebody abroad that perhaps we should try WhatsApp call.
They don't understand it.
They don't understand what
Because
I'm
they
saying.
don't
They're like,
have
Skype
internet
now.
Yeah.
Skype is what?
When they will log on immediately to
Eh,
connect, there's no.
Yeah, there's no buffering. Yeah, they don't know that it buffers here.
But just to say, Skype is really cheap for international calls.
Really cheap. Yeah, but
Not
yes.
video calls, you just call.
Calls.
Like you can just
And
internationally
it's so
call
clear.
on Skype. Yeah. Just to let you know, so when you're trying to sign contracts abroad, there's no need for video call. But that Skype call is cheaper than anything you're going
Oh,
to do.
they like to see people.
I just
Okay.
once you tell people no, there's a problem with the internet connectivity. That's it. Don't speak any English again. So it's
I keep
voice
telling.
call. I'll send you a picture.
I tell them this is problem. So if you want to see me, WhatsApp call. They'll be looking at me like I'm speaking French. It won't be alright.
No.
How many times will MTN be fine? Insofar as they continue collecting big revenue, they're going to be fine.
I'm
That's
saying
what
that I
it is.
cannot use my
Okay, we're back in 7 seconds.
data.
Or less.
I don't know why you're pressuring me.
Mics are up.
Do great things every day. My name is Gucci Franklin, and you're listening to Smooth Breakfast with Folu and Valentine.
All right, and just like that, we literally have got 2 minutes before we wrap up the show. So do send in your messages. Don't forget to our WhatsApp number 0809444091. But let's go into our final sports story.
All right, this is quite hilarious. Now, a referee by name David McNamara has been suspended for 21 days by the FA after asking captains to play rock, paper, scissors after forgetting his coin. Now, the FA spokesman said that he said, and I quote, the FA can confirm the referee David McNamara has been suspended for 21 days starting from Monday the 26th of November after accepting a charge of not acting in the best interest of the game. This follows an incident on the WSL match between Manchester City and Reading on Friday the 26th of October when he failed to determine which team would kick off the match by the toss of a coin as required by the laws of the game. McNamara will return to GT on Monday 17 December.
I don't even know what to say. Like
21
he's
days for rock, paper,
he's in the UK. He mean he couldn't find a coin. He couldn't find a coin.
It was already on the pitch. That was wrong.
But it's a
So
game.
no,
So
nobody on the side of the pitch had a coin.
No.
Come
They
on.
have notes.
They all have notes in the
I think the
UK.
question we should ask is, what was he under the influence?
Take your suspension, sit in the quiet corner and think about what you done on another 20 years. And she's going to be the first woman ever. So,
So,
congratulations to her.
Yay.
Unfortunately, she's coming at the time of Brexit.
oh wow.
And there are going to be new laws in the football game that would require some politics, like reduction of other European players coming into England and all. So yeah, her seat is very hot now. Scudamore left at the right time.
Very smart.
And just like that, we're done for this week. Congratulations our winner, Victor Adeleye. I'll be sending you a message. And Aki Adesoji, you'll be getting them in just a bit. But do keep listening to Smooth Breakfast. We've got one more hour of exciting stuff lined up for you at 9 o'clock. Open up the phone for Lagos Talks.